Now, Fox 16 Sports.
The NCAA baseball tournament is down to the final 16 teams, but unfortunately, the Hogs aren't one of them. So instead of participating in the Super Regional, they'll be focusing on the Major League Baseball draft this Thursday. Arkansas has several players and signees who will be drafted. The Razorbacks had a school record 11 players taken in last year's draft. So winning 40 games and making a 13th straight regional was actually quite an accomplishment. Coach Dave Van Horn says the season could have actually been much worse.
You could tell the last, like I said, 35, 45 days, they were having fun. We were winning and winning games against good teams and against good pitchers. And, you know, I think just that experience is really going to help us for next year. We've got to fill in some holes. We can talk about that down the road. But, you know, I like, you know, some core guys and some pitching coming back. We just got to fill in. We'll be fine.
Back in the capital city, there are plenty of scouts in town to see the Travs Orangel Arenas and Springfield Cardinals Marco Gonzalez. And Gonzalez gave them a show with 2 Ks in the first. But Arenas, he wasn't going to go away quietly. He would get some help from Caleb Coward. A great grab right there from the hot corner to secure the out. There'd be no hits from either team in this one until this one right here in the third. It wouldn't leave the infield, but hey, it's a start for the Travs. But Gonzalez would strike out the next batter, limiting the damage. A pitcher's duel at Dickey-Stephens Park tonight that the Travs would win 2-1 on a walk-off home run from Brian Hernandez. Well, Arkadelphia's Ken Duke will play in the U.S. Open next week. Ken made it with a birdie in a playoff for the final qualifying spot. Ken is taking this week off to get some much-needed rest. Well, the PGA Tour is in Memphis for the FedEx St. Jude Classic. Jonesboro's Austin Cook is one of 5 former Razorbacks in the field. He joins John Daly, Tag Ridings, Seth Gardner, and David Lingmerth. Cook was a Monday qualifier and is trying to learn the course as quickly as possible. But we're going to go to another former Razorback. Stacy Lewis is back on top of the women's golf rankings. Lewis won the ShopRite Classic Sunday to reclaim her #1 ranking. Her last run at the top of the world didn't quite last as long as she'd wanted to. The former Razorback believes things will be different this time around. She's also hoping her success will lead to bigger and better things for other Arkansas golfers.
After the win this past week, you know, on Twitter, people are going crazy with the Woo Pig Sooie stuff. It's special to me to just be able to put Arkansas on the map and, you know, being the only tour player to come out of the school so far. You know, it's been cool to be someone for, you know, those kids to look up to and to help them, you know, hopefully get out here pretty soon.
Well, it's almost time. The NBA Finals begin Thursday night. It's a rematch of last year's Finals matchup. For the Spurs, it's a chance to win a title they were oh so close to winning last year. San Antonio rededicated itself in the offseason to making another run for the championship. And for the Heat, it's a chance to three-peat. San Antonio head coach Greg Popovich is already in classic Pop form. So like he's known to do, Pop was giving the reporters a hard time today.
People can say whatever they want, I don't know. I like everybody. So somebody will say, I don't like him. And they go, so-and-so said they don't like you. Well, I don't like him either. I mean, come on, this is silly. This is silly.
So for the record, you like him?
You know, I have absolutely nothing to say about on the record about anybody. Is this a better question? Or
I hope so.
Okay.
Gotta love Pop. Well, big news out of Pine Bluff today. Clarence Finley has been announced as the new head boys basketball coach at Pine Bluff High. Finley spent last year as the interim head coach for UCA after Corliss Williamson left to become an NBA assistant coach. Finley was fired from UCA after finishing 8-21. He's not a stranger to the high school scene in Arkansas, though. He has stops at Parkview and Central High in Little Rock. We'll be right back.